in with IT. I work as a network administrator in an education company, and I have to improve my English. So I made some research on Google, and here I am. That's it.
That's amazing. So welcome to TNT. Anyone else besides Juliano is here for the first time? Let me see, Mariana. It's a name that I don't know, Swelling. Don't be shy, guys. You can, oh my gosh. You can say if it is your first time, then I will explain how TNT works. Well, Mariana is coming back now. So I guess no one besides Juliana is here for the first time. So, and I will say about the topic and before it, present myself. Oh my gosh, I always forgot to do it. It's because I'm so used to TNT, then I feel like I know everyone and everyone know me. But as you guys can see here, my name is Wellington, but you can call me Well. I'm from Salvador. And no worries, Mariana, this happens. And I am here on TNT for more than a year and as a host, almost a year. I love this place. I love be here talking with people from different places with different motivations. And I also like to bring hard topics to talk about because I like to know the people's opinion. And today's topic is the name is it's so difficult to say. We are gonna talk about things that we struggle in saying and why this kind of stuff happens, you know? I am just curious about. And by this way, we can connect to each other and discover a little bit more about each other and also improve our English. I send here the questions and now I will explain to Juliano how it works. So Juliano, we have the topics in every meeting and the host, like me, we have others, more 30 others. We have to choose a topic and bring some questions to guide the conversation because sometimes it's really difficult to keep going with a conversation that you don't know so much about it. But we have a lot of questions. We normally don't answer all of them. And they are all here just because you can choose the way you want to go. You can choose the questions that you want to ask or answer in the rooms. As you can see here, we have 16 people now, and it's a lot of people to speaking in English together. So I will split you in small rooms here on Zoom with 4 to 6 people. And I always ask for help to the others that are older here on TNT to be the leader and guide the conversation. We uh, we don't have pictures here, so you can commit mistakes. That is the point. Here you can commit mistakes and feel and get confident about your English and improve a lot. Uh, Even though it's not a class, you learn a lot. And let me see what else. Oh my gosh, I just forgot. I was doing other stuff here. Yeah. Oh, the only rule that we have is don't say sorry. If you commit a mistake, just keep going. Just don't say sorry. The rest, it's free to do. And please respect each other. Um, give time to everybody to speak, to talk, because here we are a community. We are here to help each other and improve together. Someone else who just arrived is here for the first time. Then I can send the questions again. Victoria, is it your first time?
No, I've just like stayed a lot of time not coming.
Oh, I see.
But
And
hi
Sergio,
guys.
hi. Welcome back. And you, Sergio, is it your first time?
Yeah, it's first time.
Oh, did you got the explanation that I said about
No, I
TNT and
heard.
how
I
it
heard.
works? Okay.
Yes, I heard.
So guys, I will now split. And before, while I am splitting in small rooms, please present yourself, Sergio. I would like to know a little bit more about you. How did you discover TNT?
I am searching to improve my English because I want to get a job in a company that the English is the must to have. So I was searching in Google. So one day, after in the YouTube, the live of TNC. So I will search about, and so I subscribe in the platform, and now I am here.
That's amazing. So welcome. You just find the best place to practice English, and I guess everybody that are here for more time agree with me, I hope. And just a sec, guys, that I guess this is maybe, yeah. The ones that do not see the invitation will stay here with me on the main room. See you guys in 42 minutes. Have fun, and please choose a leader and present yourselves. Do not forget it. And now let me see. We're gonna stay here. It's Bruno, Luis, Juliano, Natalia, and Victoria. Gabriele, can you see the invitation in your screen? Gabriele, are you hear me? If you can hear me, oh, I guess she found now. Now I know who you are, Victoria. I guess we have never been in the same meeting, but I always watch on YouTube, so I know some faces. And let me see, Luis, please present yourself to the others. I guess I know you and some of others, but let's start presenting ourselves.
Hello, well, good evening, everyone. I'm Luis. I'm talking from São Carlos in the countryside of São Paulo. I am 23. I am a PhD student and a chemist. It's a pleasure to talk with you today.
Yeah. And Bruno.
Hi, hi everyone. I'm Bruno. I'm 23 years old. I'm talking from Jaraguá do Sul. I'm from Criciúma, in the south of Santa Catarina. But now I'm doing an internship program at Duas Rodas, a company that produces food, a lot of kind of food. And actually, I working with research and development of plant-based food like hamburger, plant-based, and foods like that.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, I like it.
And Natalia, please, I guess.
So my name is Natalia. Oh, okay. So my name is Natalia. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, but actually I'm living in São Paulo. I am a UX designer, and I am 33 years old. So
Let's continue until Well come back. How about you, Julian?
Yes, okay. Hi everyone. Like I said before, this is my first time here. My name is Juliano and I am from Curitiba. I am 42 years old. I work on IT. I work as a network administrator in an education company here in Curitiba. And this is my first time here.
Sorry, guys, my computer just died and I was scared here, but I came back in time. So I guess everybody just present themselves. And
I
Victoria.
didn't.
oh, yeah, sorry, Victoria.
No problem. So I'm Victoria. I'm 21. Actually, I have like my birthday in 3 weeks, so it feels weird to say that I'm 21. But yeah, I study geophysics and I'm from São Paulo. I guess, and I do some scientific divulgation for public schools.
That's really good. So now I can keep going with the questions. And I guess I cannot even see the questions. Yeah. Because, yeah, thanks, Luis. Yeah, the first question is really hard for a start. And I would like to Victoria to read and answer to you because you pass a long time without coming to TNT, so you will start. You will start.
It feels weird to be back again, you know. So I don't know if it is hard to say I'm sorry. I guess it's different for women and men and like white people, black people, because we usually get like guilty more than others, you know, like it's different. The idea of getting that know that you are wrong. So I don't know, when you start doing things like, you know, I don't know, higher difficulty, I guess, is like when you start doing a graduation, an undergrad, like in a public university, you feel like you're so bad doing what you do, you know. So, but I don't know, I feel that it's different in different situations. So for some people, it's hard to say I'm sorry for like personal relationship, but it's easy to say at work, you know, like. So I feel it's really hard to do that when I don't know, I feel hurt with someone, you know, like that people just made something that I don't like. And that in that situation, it's really hard to me because I feel like I'm not saying that I'm wrong, you know, like
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's like some kind of angry to me.
I got it. I got the point. Yeah, and please, could you read the question just so people on YouTube know what we are answering? And in the guys also.
Okay, so the first one, yeah?
Yeah.
Why we face trouble in saying some words, phrase such as no, sorry, I was wrong, and I don't know. Yep.
Yeah. And for you, Luis, how is the relation with this?
I think we are not taught to this, you know, because when we say sorry, we are showing our weakness, I think. And people can use this I'm sorry, I do this wrong, I made mistakes against us, you know. I think it's a protection for us because no one's understand what is being human and make mistakes. Some people use the mistakes of other to use against them. I think it's a mechanism of defense. I believe in that in some cases.
Yeah, I agree with
It
you.
might. That's it.
And for you, Nachi?
I think that many times it's about pride, because I think that the people has fear to admit that they are wrong, that they don't know nothing. I think that especially here in Brazil, because here we have so many pride. We are many proud to admit that we are wrong, you know. So, for example, I live in United Kingdom, and the people there say sorry for everything. And here, I see that it's so different. For example, the no. Here, I think that Brazilian has difficult to say no. Here, the no maybe is the same thing as no. For example, in Italy, the people don't have difficult to say no. Neither, well, in United Kingdom, I never realized if they, yeah, either even United Kingdom they say to no. But
Really
here,
easily,
I
yeah.
realized that the Brazilians have the don't know to say no, don't know how to say no because they here we have fear to hurt the feelings of the people.
Yeah, really good.
Yes, I already heard about that, you know. My advisor says that a lot because Brazilian don't know how to receive criticize, you know. They always search for soft ways to say things to other, you know. I think it's a culture too. Yes.
Yeah,
So
we will get on this point on the next questions. Before Juliano, and for you, what do you think? Why we face trouble in say some kind of these stuffs?
As like Luis said before, I think it's like um, mechanism to protect us from show some kind of weakness, I guess. And I think there is a cultural side, like Natalia said as well. And it's difficult to us admit some kind of weakness to in say some admit that you don't know something about a subject or something. I think that's it. To show not to show weaknesses.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. With you all, what you all have said. And for you, Bruno, do you agree? Do
So
you have something to add?
I agree with everyone, but I just would like to point out that there we have we have we grow in a culture that the people says that we don't have to cry, we have to be strong, we don't have to feel any feelings or when we heard these things you just believe it that grow with go with if afraid if afraid of
Yeah,
feeling feeling guilt feeling another or another
under
of other I know a lot of other feelings.
yeah, I got it. Like you guys said, like being vulnerable and assume
Yeah,
that we are
yeah,
just humans. That is the point,
yeah,
and we are learning. As here, we do a lot of mistakes, and like in English, if you don't ask, if you don't say I don't know, how can you improve and get better?
yeah,
If you don't have any problem, no one will help you because you are okay. So it's one good point that I guess on life we should do more. And guys, you said a lot about cultural aspects, and I thought about it too. And I would like to know, how is this cultural aspects related to it, and how is it for Brazilian compared to other countries? Not had started, so
Okay.
keep going,
So,
please.
so I can tell about the difference between the United Kingdom, Brazil, and Italy. For example, in Italy, the Italians are more direct. When they don't like, they don't like. They say, "I didn't like it." Well, I didn't like your new hair. It's not okay. Here in Brazil, it's nice. Oh, what do you think about my hair? It's okay, okay, I like it. In Italy, I didn't like. What the hell you did with your hair? In
Very
United
straight to the
Kingdom,
point.
they had the difficulty to say, oh, it's horrible. Oh, it's amazing, because the English and the Scottish have difficult to sometimes to tell the truth, because they have a culture to don't hold the feelings of the people, and then English and the Britons are so polite, and sometimes you be so how can I say, sincere. Sometimes it's aggressive.
Yeah.
And for example, and in United Kingdom we have a funny thing, because here when we learn in school that when someone asks you how are you, we say, oh, I'm fine, thanks. But there is different, because if you say, oh, I'm fine, thanks, it seems arrogant.
Oh,
It sounds an arrogant thing. The Britons say, oh, I'm going. Ah, no, no, not bad, I'm going.
yeah. You know, there is a line, I guess, here in Brazil, if we do some kind of these things and go straight to the point, we could look like being arrogant or something like this. We try to not. I guess there is a balance where you go or not. And sometimes if the others ask about something related to the body or style, I guess we have to pay more attention saying, and maybe this side of Brazilians are better. Not saying that it's okay, it's good, it's amazing in just lying, but you got the point in not go too strict like Italians do. I guess would be, I don't know, maybe it's because I am Brazilian, so I cannot think like then, someone just saying, no, I hated this, We do these maybe with our friends or relatives, and I guess just imagine you saying to your boss or to a teacher that asked you something and you say, no, it's horrible. I didn't like it. I guess it's impossible in Brazil. We see this, but it's good to hear about other places. And Juliano, what do you think that how these cultural aspects affects saying those kind of stuffs? And how do you think that Brazilians are different? There is a good side on our way.
Well, I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with another cultures, but I think the word here is not be arrogant. For Brazilian, it's like we we don't want to be arrogant to other people, so we try to minimize the situation and not saying those words like sorry,
Yeah.
or admit that we don't know something or we are wrong in something. I think that's it.
And you, Bruno,
I
how do you
agree,
see that?
Juliano, but I don't think that exists a better or worse culture, but We are just as we are, so we can change. And I think, our culture, besides everything we have seen on TV or politics or some other aspect, this is our culture. It's hard to change, so I think we have to respect, and it's a good culture as the just as the other countries' cultures are.
Yeah, I got it. I got the point. And for you, Victoria, how do you think that is related?
I don't know. I was listening everyone and I was like, I don't even know what I think about it. Cause it's I think it's like really hard to say like about Brazil in like a package, it's like so big.
Yeah.
But I guess it really it really depends. I feel like I say this every time that I'm answering anything. But it really does. So it depends like your background, what you look like. And I don't mean like being young, old, or like whatever race and gender you have, but like if you have like an aesthetic, like if you have like subculture different than like being a normal looking, it feels different because you have like people staring you at subway, like this is a way of saying what people are thinking without saying anything. So I don't really know if we have like this difficult to say things that we say, because like the way that we are like having like an expression say like a
Yeah.
lot, like sometimes people are like, I really like it, and I'm like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But so I don't know, like I really agree that like we can say things like this is ugly, but we look like we're saying something, So, but I don't know. I personally don't like to be like directly. If someone is asking about like how they look, like about the hair, it's something that this person can change. So it's really sad to say like this is ugly. But about like an outfit, like what you're using, it's like okay, you can say like I
Yeah.
didn't like this. Cause it's like something that will be easy to change, like, but I don't know like about saying about something that someone has, I don't know. So I think I don't know if we have like this difficult to express what we think, but about saying it, I really agree with everyone.
You think that we show on our face really easily, but we don't put into words, but our face just.
I really do,
Yeah.
because like it's really common to see people being like, yeah, I like it, but when they really like it's like this is amazing. So it's so different, like
Yeah, completely different. And for you, Luis, how do you think that affects it?
Yeah, I think there are so many aspects related to it, like personal aspects that depends on each person. But I think there are general aspects that are related with culture. I think there are some trends in the behavior of Brazilians. Like I have an advisor that lived in the United States, and she said, and he says a lot of this. You guys, Brazilians, don't know how to ask, don't know how to criticize your colleague. You have to make questions, you have to criticize them, because outside here in the Europe and the United States, the people gonna criticize you, gonna ask you about your work. You have to learn this, because in the community, in scientific community, this is so important, and Brazilians don't know how to answer to others without offend, you know. It's hard to us, and I can see this, you know, because I do my PhD, we see people from around the world talking, and they have no fear to talk, to asking, you know. I think it's in this aspect it's a bad thing, because we are not prepared to this kind of approach, you know. But of course, depends of the people of so many aspects. But I think in this individual aspect that I am in contact, it's a bad thing.
Yeah, I got it. And guys, we said about these and not saying. And do you think that is fair with us or the others not saying what we really meant? Could it be considered a lie? Like if someone asked you, I don't know, about, for example, Luis was saying about an article that your friend said and you read, and you don't say to him that he committed a lot of mistakes, and you say, oh, it's good, it's okay. Is it fair, you know? Could it be considered a lie? What do you think? We should say what really meant, or it's not so bad doing this what we do? What do you guys think about it?
I think it's complicated, you know, because this friend are it's hoping that you gonna, I don't know how to say, elogiar this work,
Compliment.
you know, compliment this work, you know. He are hope that, I don't know how to say. Ele tá
Yeah,
esperando
hope. I guess it's hope
this
or wait.
compliment, you know.
Yeah.
If you say something, maybe this friend are gonna be sad with you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that.
But imagining him presenting this article after in a congress, and a lot of people just do what you didn't before in front of a lot of people, and it's you and him it's just one to one, you know. Yeah, I when I
I
did
can
the
I can add
oh
something.
go
Like,
please.
I feel that when we talk about work and academic life, like we should say everything that we think it's like weird or like just don't make sense. So I really think like if something will interfere like in a really bad way, in a really hard way, we should be like the most sincere that we can be, you know, like, because this is so hard. Like, this person can lost their job or an opportunity like forward. So I think when we're talking about like academic life and work, is the best way is like asking a lot, like just why did you wrote that and not another way? I just don't get this part, or you know, like, and even if we don't really know about like the field that this person is working, we should like ask about how I didn't get this part. Can you explain to me? Like, this way that you explain makes more sense than the way that you wrote, you know, like, I don't know if it makes some sense, but I don't know. About work, I feel like it's like the best way to be like a really good friend is to be honest, you know.
I got it. And for the other guys, Natalia, Juliano, and Bruno.
I agree with Victoria. I agree with her. And for example, when a person asks me about a job, and I see that it's awful, I won't have the courage to tell it that it's awful. I'll try to help to improve. Oh, I think that you can improve this part. I think that you can improve this. I think that you can improve. Why don't you try to do it instead of that you did?
Yeah.
And But for me, it's difficult because I saw here in our community in the social media, for example, of an influencer post of a picture uh, with bikini, and we have a lot of people. Oh, you must lost weight. Oh, you are so fat. Oh, wow. You must you should. Oh, your bikini it's so ugly. Oh, so I think that this is awful for me.
Yeah,
It's so bizarre. It's so toxic because the people didn't ask you your opinion, and for me this is so bad. It's awful.
exactly. I totally agree with you. And you, Juliano, what are your points about it?
Yeah, well, I think we Brazilians have difficult to work with feedbacks, even negative feedbacks. Feedbacks help us to improve our life, work life, personal life, and I think we Brazilians have this difficult to give and receive feedbacks, and it's difficult when we learn to work with feedbacks. It's more easy to go straight to the point in every situation.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's really good when we learn to receive and give feedbacks, but it's hard to get on this point, I guess. And for you, Bruno?
Just to complement, I think you just must give feedbacks for those who we have connections, some connection, sensitive connection. So if you don't know the people, I think it's so rude to talk and think about that person.
Yeah, I got it. And guys, you just said about work and academic life that is important, but personal life is not so important as those kind of stuffs that we shouldn't be sincere about it too, you know? Because imagine if this person take a wrong decision that can affect his life, it's just like the others. It's really important just to reflect about it, because I would like to ask another question and other two. Yeah, I remember now. What do you think that some words have so much power and affect us deep inside? Like when we heard, like receiving a feedback, we feel like bad. Why does we feel that? It's depend on the background that we have, the person that say, or in general, there is something that affects. How? What do you think that happens on these kind of situations? Imagining receiving a feedback. Feel free to start.
So, I guess it really depends on the intention, like sometimes people say that what you did is awful just because they want to get you hurt. But sometimes they really want to give like a real feedback, like I don't know, with like more ideas why this is bad. Like, so I find really hard to say about what people are doing, like the way that they are acting and what they are doing like with their appearance, because we have like different backgrounds in those things. But what I think is like a really good way to go, it's like I feel hurt when you do that, like I feel hurt when you're doing this to me, like because this don't work with me. And but not saying like you are I don't know, like direct. I think we should go in a different approach. Like, I don't think this work, like being so direct with me, work. You know, like I don't know. I'm
Like
not
we should
thinking in a
adapt
good
the
example.
communication to the people that we are saying. Like this?
Yeah, I'm like, because like you were different from, I don't know, like a really good friend of mine. So it's really different talking to you or some other people that are like closer to me that I know for 10 years, or I know someone that I know for just one day and I don't know, live close to me, but we are not friends. So we have different kind of relationships. So it is so hard to say you are anything because people are different
Yeah.
in different situations, you know. So I really think like really hard to say something like so right, like you are this, you do that. Like you can say you do that to me. I don't like when you say something like that to me. Or in this occasion, like you shouldn't talk to our boss this way, you know, like so I know that's what I think. And I really think this way really works because you're saying something that is easier to change. It's not like what you are.
I got it. I got it what you meant. And you, Juliano?
Yeah, I think we should choose the words carefully to 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 talk with other people, or giving feedback in this situation. But I think this is a cultural problem for us uh, for us Brazilians. Uh, uh, like I said before, I don't have a lot of cultural experience with another country or people from other countries, but uh, what I see, what I saw before, that the people, for example, United States, don't have this problem to choose the words to give feedback. They go straight to the point. So I think it's a kind of a cultural problem for us Brazilians.
Yeah, I got it. And
Yeah,
Bruno?
yeah, right. I think related to the moment you receive some feedbacks, we not focus on what the person is actually saying, but we focus in why this person is saying that. So we automatically start to create a story in our mind, is trying to understand why that person say that, and we just start to getting confused. You get and feel very hurted, but uh, we but it's something that occur automatically with us.
Yeah, like we feel like directly attacked by those words. It's not what we are doing, but it's a problem with us, even though we can change,
Yeah.
you know, and the point is
Yeah.
changing. I got it. And you, Nat, what do you think?
For example, with the closest people, I am straight. I didn't. I am like this. Sorry, but this is it's a shit. You did. It's awful. I didn't like it. Actually, I didn't like it. But when the people, but with people that I don't have a close relationship, I use the euphemism. Well, I think that it is not okay. I think that you could be better. I think that you can improve this. I think that it's not so good. I think that it's not good. But with the closest people, I am more straight.
Yeah.
But I know that has difference between the positive complaints and the negative complaints. When I receive a positive complaint, I sometimes I have that shock, but then I try I take it's okay for me, it's okay. But when I saw that it's a negative complaint, I get angry. But when
It's normal.
but when it's a positive complaint, for me first it's a shock, but then for me it's okay. I'll try to improve. But when it's a negative complaint, I get angry.
Yeah, I feel you. I know how is it. And for you, Luis.
I think these words have power because they can reinforce what we think about ourselves, you know, like
Yeah.
if we receive a negative compliment, you think I'm a failure. It's hard to say that word, failure. And I think we have fear to
Yeah. He's attracting a lot of people to watch the video. Let him.
yes.
Just kidding.
And I think we have fear to to reinforce these thoughts, you know, like I'm a failure. If people think I am a failure too, because they are saying this to me, and then I think this mess up with your mind, you know. Of course, there are some cases like Victoria said about bad people that say bad things just to hurt, you know. But no one do this to hurt. I think some people do this to help. But the way you face these things, it can be a problem because it can reinforce your thoughts about I'm afraid or I'm not good at do that, you know.
Yeah, I got it. You say that we have sometimes, and I totally agree that we have some personal problems. And I guess when we face things that we know that we had problems with, that we should improve, and people just say it, and you just like receive a shock, you get shocked because you like you show it to the others, and we always try to hide this part of us that we don't like, that I don't know, could be a problem. But if the others notice it and they say to you, it's a big really problem. So I guess because just like you said, it's really difficult. Hey guys, welcome back. How was the conversation? Did you like it? I'm curious about.
It's very complicated because you have a cultural shock about the culture in the various places. Brazilian guys speak so much, hug. It's, for example, rock guys is so cold shoulder, cold shoulder. It's sometimes it's very complicated. You balance your behavior another person because you bring your own culture.
Exactly. And for you,
But
Sergio. Oh, sorry. Keep it, Fern. Finish
no.
your
Go
thought.
ahead.
How it was for you, Sergio?
It was very good. I talk a lot, and I heard different people saying talking English, so I think that it was very, very good.
Yeah, that's good. And Sarah, how it was the conversation? What was the point that you liked most talking to people there?
The conversation was amazing. the guys are so polite. We understand each point and talked about. Some of us have the same opinion about some question. Other has other opinion, and maybe we have some of them have difficulty in to say no or sorry. Others to say I don't know, I'm wrong. So it was good to understand.
Yeah. And it's open now. In the breakout rooms, did you get like in a point in why we have this difficult on these stuffs just saying? Here we said basically that maybe we show our weakness when we say those words, and how it was
Exactly.
the same, yeah.
Yes, mainly when we are saying I don't know. For example, in our job or in some activity that we are used to do, when we say I don't know, we are showing our weakness for other people, other person. So I think that this is the more difficult point for me, for example.
Yeah. But you got any advice to overcome this from the others? Who has any advice to give it to Sarah? If you didn't, how can we overcome this? I guess it's really difficult, like you saying, I don't know, I just learned recently with TNT, for example, just saying, I don't know what answer here. And sorry, guys, I don't know. You know, I guess it's something really difficult. But you get used and you learn that it helps more than like affects you, I guess. When you say it, we say it here. If you say I don't know, you will get help. If you say that you know, no one will help you because you know. But you don't, you know? It's a big problem. And Swelling, how it was a conversation for you?
It was good. It was nice. We had a guy, Heitor, he's not here anymore, that he liked talking a lot. And he gave great impressions on each question. I think that he didn't like the idea that we skipped some questions and went on each question that we preferred, you know, but it was good. We had a great time talking and getting to know a little bit about this, a little polemic conversation, in my opinion, because especially who doesn't like to say, no, I was wrong, I don't know, usually don't like to talk about that. Yeah. And that's the point. So such nice catch of yours to choose this topic, or whoever suggested this conversation. For me, no is the biggest issue. I'm still working on it, years and years of therapy, and I can handle that.
Yeah, I guess I need to start a therapy because of this. I have such big problems saying no. Sorry, not anymore. And I don't know also, but I was wrong. It's still difficult. And because of this, I brought this topic, you know, because sometimes you know that we share this problem with the others, but I have learned to talk about it. You know, it's really better when you talk and when you share. We should do this with a therapist instead of friends, just only, yeah. But bring here on TNT, it's a good, like, a trigger, maybe, to start to think about it. Because sometimes we don't do it. It's something that we face, but we avoid. And a lot of aspects on our lives. And maybe talking with strangers can be easier. You can feel free because, and here on TNT, we hope that no one judge you, just listen you and share your opinions. And we can do it, you know, and have a discussion and learn a little bit about and see what the other thinks, how, and here we could see, for example, as Victoria said, depends. In Brazil, we cannot put everything in a package and say it about culture because depends a lot. And we all here are Brazilians and we see things different. So culture really affects in our background and everything else. So guys, and anyone else would like to add something about the conversation? Gabriele,
I would
Michele,
like to add
go,
something.
Victoria.
I
Go
really
on, please.
learned how to say like I don't know doing scientific divulgation because like they ask such crazy things like what would happen with I don't know like animals or the structure of Earth if we had like a black hole close I don't know, I don't do astronomy and those people who do astronomy they don't know how the Earth would change, you know. So I really learned it was so hard but I really learned doing scientific divulgation because they ask something that you can like even try to answer alone, you know. But yeah, that's my advice. Try to teach someone something or like say about something that you like and they will ask something really crazy.
It's a good advice. It's a good advice. And guys, before I forget, we have now a lot of stuff's happening on TNT. We have classes now. We have conversations for beginners also, and we have the WhatsApp group that you can join. And I would like to ask you guys to give your comments and subscribe on the channel. Oh my gosh, it's difficult to say this together. And say about give any advice there on the comments to the others that we watch later, because a lot of people watch TNT videos before get into the meetings because they are afraid, and they should see that they don't have to be afraid, you know. They will learn here, commit mistakes, and love this place as we always do. And I guess that is all, guys. Have a good night. And if you have any suggestions for topics just like these or different, just send there on Telegram. We have our forum also on the site, or put into YouTube. I will read the comments after and bring, because sometimes it's really difficult to bring topics in different topics that you will like to discuss, you know, and we can improve English. So I really appreciate if you help me. So guys, see you soon. Have a good night.
See you soon.
Stay home and safe. And
See
bye-bye.
you.
Bye bye.
Take
See you.
care.
Bye bye.